Time's flying. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Psychic News Network. I'm Annette Dion. I am the host and founder of the Psychic News Network. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that we're all together. Just fair warning, I have the door open, so it might get loud. It's been a quiet week, though. So, I was just listening to the most disgusting human being on the planet. I think that those of you who have been kind of keeping track of the news today, still, for me, not via mainstream media, via YouTube, I just saw and heard the most disgusting display of racism. Were you guys watching that? Trump? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just want to let you know that my shirt came from yeah, we'll talk about it in a second. I just want to tell you first off, and I'll announce it a couple times. Tennessee Brando was having a fundraiser, and I don't know who the person was because I caught the end of it. It was about a couple weeks ago. And he was interviewing somebody that was raising money for the Ukrainian children and, that are suffering. And so Stand With Ukraine. I don't have the link or anything. It was just a random kind of one-off thing, and I just happened to catch it. So Stand With Ukraine, great shirt, and the proceeds go to a good cause, a very important cause. We need to help the Ukrainians. And also, I don't like t-shirts that are up to here, so I just cut it. It didn't come like this. I do that a lot. I want to say thank you to, I'll say M from Montana, who sent me gifts, and thank you to all of you who send me gifts. It's so sweet. It just warms the cockles of my heart. But this anonymous person who goes by M in Montana, I'm just going to read it. Reporting in, busy working on the Dems campaign, a lot of phone banking, attending fundraisers, and doing whatever needs doing. In particular, I'm doing a Women for Tester. That's, I believe it's John Tester in Montana. Great guy. Fundraiser October 5th. I'm heading up a Dems float in an upcoming parade. Oh, I hope I inspired her. August 24th with Dem candidates all wearing My Body, My Choice banners for additional outdoor branding. Mostly campaigning for Jesse James Mullen, running for Secretary of State. Nancy Lean running for HD 75, and of course the must-win Senate seat for John Tester. Yeah, John Tester, who, by the way, is a superb Biden kind of guy in temperament and deed. So much to do, as you well know. Thank you so much for all of your dedication, political cheerleading, and personal cheerleading. Your light shines in all places, most especially the dark, foreboding, loathsome, and fearful spots. Kudos. Sending a few things, needing a good home. The Love the USA is from her, and the Democracy Smurf has a little new friend. I guess it's a Democracy Gnome. So there's that. And so I just wanted to give us a little uplift with, the good things that we're doing for one another. And she sent me this too, which is really cool. I love it. It's like a coaster with a magical geographic design. Okay, so yeah, Donald Trump, man, he's off the freaking rails. Just when you think he can't get any more horrid, he gets more horrid. How is that even possible? Boggles my brain, I tell you. One of the gifts from M in Montana was these Moonology cards. I just moments ago opened them up. So, let's pull a moon card. These are interesting. Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. If you're interested, we'll see how they go. Can't wait to see what the Lincoln Project will do with this. Yeah, I guess it was some kind of a conference that Trump was at for black journalists, and it was very controversial. People didn't want to have it. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a Moonology card. You have these cards? I've never seen these cards. Oh, wow. Cool. Just when I think I've seen it all, there's more to see. Let's just pull a card. Meditate and contemplate. Meditate and contemplate. That's good. According to Midas Touch, Trump said racist things. It was the worst. It was like racism on steroids. So, meditate and contemplate. Which, let me take this opportunity to remind you that on Tuesday nights we have a guided meditation for a healed America every single Tuesday. And even if you can't make it to the meeting, you receive a recording the next day. So this card is bringing that to mind. And I think it might be a message to use those meditations. All right. Yeah, so you people that haven't seen how horrid Trump is, I think, I'm going to ask the Pendulum, does he get more horrid when he feels insecure? Let's ask that. Because we've heard several horrid things over the past 2 days. I mean, since we last spoke, Mary Trump's older brother, Fred Trump, came out with a heinous story of Donald Trump because he had a disabled, so it would be Donald Trump's disabled grandnephew, and there was a trust, there was money left behind in the estate, and Donald was in charge of it, and he said to his own brother that he should just let his disabled son die. But this was in the past. So he's getting worse and worse. Yeah, Trump took the money from them, and I knew that story because Mary Trump told that story in her first book. Too Much of Never Enough or something. So, I mean, when I get meditate and reflect as a moon card here, I'm just thinking that also we have to look at, like, what we need to meditate and reflect on what's going on here. You just ordered Fred Trump's book, All in the Family. That's an appropriate title. So, let's ask the Pendulum this. And thank you for being here, and please hit the thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. My numbers are going down again. Oh well. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Whoever wants to be here, I'm here for you. Does Donald get worse when he's feeling threatened? Oh yeah. Oh, that's a big strong yes. Donald gets worse when he's feeling threatened. Is he aware of what he's doing? The way you are, life, that's the way you are towards deathbed. What I'm saying, he will never change. Yeah, so I'm just asking, does it get worse when he's feeling threatened? And I'm getting a strong yes on that. The things that come out of his mouth, I can't even imagine. You know what I mean? I can't even imagine. When he mocked a disabled reporter, that's how he feels about disabled people. He really is Hitler. J.D. Vance was right a while ago. Before he morphed into something else, J.D. Vance. Okay, does he know, does Trump know what he's saying, or is it just kind of automatic pilot? Oh yeah, he knows what he's saying. He's lashing out. He's so angry. It's just, yes. It comes so natural to him. It's true. That, well, he has no idea how he's coming across to others. Well, that's kind of part of the question. Does he have any idea how he's coming across to others? Yeah, he does it to get you all, to get people talking. He does it to get people talking. For a malignant narcissist, sociopath, sadist like he is, it's pretty sadistic to say, let your own grandnephew die. There's not even enough horrible words to describe that. But his insatiable need for attention means any kind of attention. Absolutely any kind of attention. It's insatiable. Yeah, he looks terrible. But he'd rather have everybody talking about how horrible he was and how racist he was, and he was extremely disrespectful to the questioners. And then they had that, I don't know what her name is, I forget her name, the one that's on Fox that maybe was the reason he even showed up in the first place. Throwing softball questions, I'm sure. This is my new stone my friend from Montana sent. It's selenite and something else. The card is downstairs, but isn't that cool? Woo! Is anybody feeling an energy shift? Let's do a little chatting. There's been an absolute, thank you for putting that notice up. Please make sure you're subscribed, because clearly people have fallen off. Does anybody feel like there's been a shift? Like, I don't know how to describe it. Just a big shift. Big energy shift. Kamala was on fire last night in Atlanta. That's probably why he's so mad. Let's pull 3 cards. Actually, I'm gonna pick from the nefarious deck. Our favorite. With all the horrible people. Because this is what I want to ask. Yes, negative attention is still attention. He needs attention. He hasn't been getting enough attention. See, and it's kind of like you can sort of gauge it, because it's like, okay, Kamala is on fire. People love her. I don't know how many people she had in Atlanta last night, but I think it was around 10,000. And Trump lies and says he's got that and more. Numbers like you've never seen before. You know how he does. So that, I don't think he can help himself. I think he gets in such a rage about that. And especially, he gets in a big rage about people believing. I mean, of course they believe that Kamala had that many people in her audience, because she actually did. But he's so angry that she's so angry. He's so angry. She's not angry. She's fine. He's so angry that her numbers are real and that the media is not lying about it. He is a full-on dictator, autocrat, fascist. It is unbelievable. It's high time that we start raging against mainstream media, because even though I haven't watched it, I have heard indirectly that they're still covering this like he's semi-normal. Please hit the thumbs up if you can. So let's see. The question that I'm going to ask is this, and I've asked this question before. I think it was last year or in 2020. I was asking before, is he acting so brazen because he feels like he has it in the bag? The election? Is he acting so brazen because he just is, oh, I have this, I can say whatever I want? Or is it actually that he's acting so brazen because he's just an idiot? Because he's just an idiot, right? Because if he's acting that brazen, you guys are saying you've felt an energy shift. If he's acting that brazen, you know, one would question, does he have a plan to just have a full-on coup? Well, they do have a plan for that, but I feel like it's going to be and there's going to be an intervention. So what I'm asking is, yeah, so it could be that he really does feel, let's ask the pendulum that, does he really feel that the Heritage Foundation has his back so he can say whatever he wants and no one can stop him? Not so much. Not so much. You got a yes? I kind of flipped the question around. Let's ask the question more specifically. Because, okay, let's ask this. Is he just acting that brazen because he feels like the Heritage Foundation has his back? I'm getting a no on that. So, he has nothing to lose? He has it all to lose. What do you mean? He has nothing to lose? You mean nothing? He's got no money or anything? Oh, you asked him. You asked if Rose asked if he thinks he has it in the bag, and you got a yes. Hang on, I need to follow the thread here. Okay, because you got a yes when you asked if he thought he had it in the bag. Okay, so I'm taking it a step further. Does he think that he has it in the bag because of the Heritage Foundation? Well, first, does he think he has it in the bag? I'm not getting a yes. I'm not getting a yes that he thinks he has the election in the bag. What I'm wondering is he aware of some kind of a plan to steal the election anyway? Is that part of the reason he's acting so brazen? Kinda, sorta. I think he's in a turmoil. I think that he knows that they have a plan to steal the election, and that he knows he's losing, and he knows that they have a plan, he and the others have a plan to steal the election, and he knows the Heritage Foundation has his back, but he's not so sure that he's gonna get away with this. Yes, isn't this a great shirt? So what I said, if you came on late, I happened to turn on Tennessee Brando. This is like a couple weeks ago. I even forgot that I ordered it. And he had somebody on who was selling these shirts for you. All the proceeds go to the children in Ukraine. So check it out. I guess if you just Google Stand with Ukraine or Midas Touch Stand with Ukraine, you should be able to find it. If I find the link, I'll let you know. But I think that would be it. And that's where I got it. And as soon as I said all the proceeds were going to help the children in Ukraine, I was like, okay, I should have bought 10 of them. But I need to do more business before that's going to happen. Does Trump feel confident that the Heritage Foundation will stick with him? Actually, no. Actually, no. He's feeling very insecure. And he's being that brazen because that's what he does. He gets worse and worse and worse. He's a horrible, horrible person. I can't believe that we're letting him run for president. So this question is about, does he think that the Heritage Foundation has his back? Okay. Well, somewhat. Somewhat. Not totally, but somewhat. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He knows that that's kind of obvious. That doesn't take a psychic, right? He knows that the Heritage Foundation wants to help him become president. The Five of Pentacles is he's like money's running through him like a sieve. I don't know really. I mean, I think he came out with something again today, some kind of Bitcoin Trump grifting thingamajig. I don't even understand Bitcoin, but neither does he, actually. And the Two of Cups. Okay. What I'm seeing here is that I feel like he's kind of in a position, Trump is kind of in a position where it almost feels like he's auditioning to keep the Heritage Foundation's support. I think, yeah. You think Trump was up to something with Bibi visiting and the Dubai plane next to Trump? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not really picking up that it's that it's that support, our foreign country support, in regards to why he's behaving so heinously. Like, gosh, there's no premeditation to what he's saying whatsoever. He just the racism and the evil just goes blah, 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 comes right out like that. It's amazing. Let's ask about the Heritage Foundation. Let's pull cards about Project 2025. See what's happening. Yes, thanks for everyone here tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate that too. When we have 200 in the chat, we generally do a group hug. He's always been heinous, that's true. Selling more secrets? Well, let's ask this. The Heritage Foundation. Project 2025. How is that going? I'm glad it's not too loud outside because there's a beautiful breeze coming through and it's very humid and it feels good to have that cool breeze. But I'll forewarn you, there might be a motorcycle that goes by. Or one of those cars that has the speakers, the bass blasting so loud that it shakes the apartment. But right now it's quiet. The Heritage Foundation, okay. Wow. Very interesting. I'm reading on the Heritage Foundation. Okay, and Lisa's saying, yeah, I heard that. The guy at the Heritage Foundation who was in charge of Project 2025? I thought the one who was in charge was that guy, that demon, Kevin Roberts. And by the way, that Kevin Roberts has a very slick, forked tongue. Gotta look out for these people. So I'm reading on the Heritage Foundation and I have the devil. Bibi is in trouble in Israel. I have always seen him getting arrested. The Eight of Wands, something's going to happen with the Heritage Foundation kind of quickly. Well, somebody stepping down is, but I don't think it was the head guy. Second in command. Oh, thank you. You guys are so informative. Kevin Roberts resigned yesterday. Wait, I thought it wasn't. I didn't think it was him. Wait. Can you check? Can we do a fact check on that? Because I think I would have heard if Kevin Roberts resigned. I think it was another guy. Kevin Roberts is the one that if you listen to him talk, he has a very slick, forked tongue, which makes sense. Can somebody fact check that for me? It makes sense. I have the devil card. And I have the Queen of Swords, which means Kamala Harris knows everything that they're doing. Remember, she's come up as Lizzie Borden in this deck. And then this is fast moving action. Yeah, it was the founder. It wasn't Kevin Roberts, right? I mean, if Kevin Roberts resigned, that would be great. Yeah, Paul Dance. Yeah. Somebody thought it was Kevin Roberts. Well, you know, we can focus on that and send energy there. And Annette from New York City's here. Hello. It's all in the news cycle today. Gina's place is saying, but did you read Kevin Roberts? Because we're thinking it's just that one other guy, the attorney. Let's ask the pendulum. Is Kevin Roberts? Is Kevin Roberts? Did he resign? I'm not getting that he resigned. Is he going to resign? Ooh, he's kind of thinking about it. Hey James, people are late tonight. Where you been? The beach? Very interesting. I'm gonna have to check later because Lisa's saying the head, the director has stepped down. So I'm getting different answers because I don't know if that's Kevin Roberts. And Kathy Beal is here. Hey Kathy, do you know who stepped down? Yeah, Kevin. Kevin Roberts went back under a rock. But he's still in as far as I know. I'm going to pull 3 cards on the actual MAGA ticket. Let's do this. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to pull 3 cards on the, on, what are they calling him? J.D. Vance? What's the nickname for J.D. Vance? Somebody tell me. I'm still not getting a straight answer on the Heritage Foundation. Maybe nobody knows for sure. I didn't hear that Kevin Roberts stepped down. I heard that another guy with the last name of D-A-N-S stepped down. No, they're Shady Vance. That's Shady Vance. We're pulling 3 cards on Shady Vance. I think that's too kind. My question is, I don't think it's the case, but my question is, did Kevin Roberts step down from Project 2025, from the Heritage Foundation? But right now I'm reading on Shady Vance, and Thomas is saying Vladimir Putin is J.D. Vance's name. Yeah. Boy, I had some choice names to call Trump today. Paul Dans, the director of the Heritage Foundation's Commercial Project 2025, is stepping down. Yes. So some people are thinking that it's Kevin Roberts, but I think we have the story. I think it wasn't Kevin Roberts, but we can send energy there. Have him step down. Kevin Roberts, step down. Okay, J.D. Vance. Thomas, you're spot on. Shady Vance is directly connected to everybody who's with me. Usually, you know what this card represents. Shady Vance. Connections. 45 hates the label. Shady Vance. Is that weird? Oh, hates the weird label. Shady Vance. Vlad Dracula. So obvious, right? I love these cards. They're gruesome, but they're wonderful. And the 7 of Cups is actually 7 of Cups. All that Shady Vance has is shadiness. Well, and horribleness too. But all he has to, let me put it this way, all Shady Vance has is shadiness. Alright, so the rest of the story about the Heritage Foundation seems to be, Bulwark said that Paul Dans has an administrative role and he's dispensable. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting to. Too bad. We can wish for it to be Kevin Roberts. You know, I pulled the devil card when I looked at the Heritage Foundation, and the irony of that is all they do is they tout like, oh, Christians and Catholicism and all this, and it's like the Christian crusades never ended. I'm telling you what. Oh, my phone's ringing. Who's calling me? What's that strange noise? I need to get my robocall spam going. Shady Vance. All delusion, all he's doing, and he's doing a bad job. He's a bad actor. Shady Vance he's not good at, what do you call it? Camouflage, not camouflage, but faking people out. The Queen of Pentacles. I actually think that J.D. Vance's wife wishes he would quit. I feel like J.D. Vance wishes he could quit. Isn't that interesting? His wife wishes he could quit. I meant to say his wife, and then I said J.D. Vance wishes he could quit, which might be true. which might be true. Oh, the call starts at 8. Thought it started at 7:30. Are you talking about a like a pro-democracy meeting call? We have less people, and I want to think that that's because everyone's at some kind of meetings to save democracy, because they're all going on at this time, which is fine with me. Our meeting is tomorrow night, our discussion group meeting. But I'm feeling like J.D. Vance's wife just wishes that he would get out of this. But I don't know if he can. I guess he could. I mean, if he really, really wanted to. But the allure of the power for him. Okay, does J.D. Vance's wife want him to get out of the race? She kind of wishes that he wasn't in it. That makes sense. Boy, the weather feels very unstable up here. Yeah, I know you're saying can't. He can't do it, but you know, it's a free country still. So it seems like there would be a way, even though he's, you know, the sort of elected nominee for a VP. It seems like, I mean, they can't force him to stay in. They can't force him to stay in. I see him not liking like he's striking out every time. He likes being Trump's puppet though, and he likes being Putin's puppet, which is one and the same. Let's be clear. Let's read a dad joke. Son, I'll call you later. Dad, please call me Dad. That's definitely a dad joke. Definitely a dad joke. There is a precedent. McGovern's running mate left the ticket. Yeah, okay, thank you. I didn't have to do the pendulum on that. Yeah, I didn't get that it was not doable. Of course it's doable. If you were running for VP and you just felt like, you just kind of got a handle on what this job is going to be and I don't think I can do it, then you should be able to step down. Right? Okay. Speaking of pendulums, we have a pendulum class this coming Saturday. It's psychic.AnnetteDion.com if you want to sign up. It's part of our summer psychic school series. It's a lot of S's. 3 cards on MAGA in general. How's the health of MAGA in general? They just want us to hate each other. They have talked Shady Vance into, you're right, Betty, they've talked Shady Vance into believing that the VP doesn't matter, which is what the loser was saying to the journalist who was asking him the question about J.D. Vance. Okay, so this is just so obvious how the MAGA party is doing right now. Well, the lover card is here. Damon's favorite card is here. Thank you, Zircon. Damon's favorite card is here, and it's indicating that what MAGA is doing is they're counting on their investments in having Viktor Orban and Vladimir Putin help. Did he walk through that? Walked out? Trump walked out during that interview? But that was not mentioned on the news? Yeah, we need to, I mean, we're already boycotting mainstream media. We got to kind of go after them. The 5 of Cups. The MAGA party is, the 5 of Cups is, they're seeing what they're losing. The 5 of Cups in the conventional Rider-Waite tarot is the person who's looking at the 3 cups are spilled and 2 are left standing. They don't have as much. He walked out of that interview? Trump? That's amazing. Not surprising, but it's just so blatantly awful. So the 5 of Cups indicates that the MAGAs in Congress they're kind of just treading water right now. Let's go to the positive cards. Let's have some positivity, shall we? Yeah, so do sign up for the Pendulum class. It is fun. The classes have been fun. You get a recording of the class afterwards. I don't know where else you can get this kind of stuff. Take advantage of it. Trump's team entered the interview. What a bunch of wusses. I'm telling you. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy men. We'll go to the writer. Wait. Okay. Now, how is the Democratic Party doing? If I hear one more person saying Democrat as an adjective, I'm going to scream. It's Democratic. How is a Democratic Party doing? Proper English. It is oh, well, okay. How's the Democratic Party doing? Everything's changed. Everything. Remember I said there's been a big shift? I wasn't just talking about politics, though. I was talking about the general energy of everything is just changed. And this indicates that. Supreme Court reform? That's important, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Trump was definitely playing his accordion hands at that interview today, for sure. As far as the Democratic Party goes, the reason I'm pointing that out is because I'm hearing pro-democracy people saying it wrong. And the MAGAs started it as a way to insult the Democrats. They started using improper English there. So there's been a massive change in the Democratic Party, clearly, and we have the Ace of Cups, emotions flowing, riding high on our positive emotions, and the Ace of Pentacles, very clear. One of Kamala's really, really strong points is that she's clear. We love Joe Biden, and we also were always nervous that he would fumble his words. It's unfortunate, but we have a better candidate, and we still love Joe. Trump is never on time. He was complaining. He was attacking the people. He's always attacking the gig workers and, you know, the camera people, and so Trump was angry that they started like a few minutes late. We can fall back on what Jamie Raskin said, Banana Republic. I don't want to be emphasizing that. Yes, Joe will always be there. Yeah, Joe will always be there. He just didn't have the gift of speaking. And under all that pressure, my goodness, I can't even imagine. If you're 25 and you're president, I know that's not, like, that's against the Constitution, but say you're 35 and you're president. I think 35 is you have to be 35 or older. That'd still be a really, really, really tough job. They were in negotiations. Who was in negotiations? Joe did his job out and outwitted all the Republicans. That's true. Okay. So I was asking about the Democratic Party. Big shift, big change. Let's ask about the trajectory of the Harris campaign. They didn't pick a VP candidate, did they? Yeah, Kamala was on fire last night. We were doing our meditation. We were sending all kinds of good vibes there. Okay, let's do this. Kamala. I keep getting that Ace of Pentacles. It's the clear vision for America that's going to make a big, big difference. Big difference. The Page of Swords, getting the young people out is critically important. And people are loving working for Kamala Harris. They are loving it. They are jazzed up. I mean, there were a lot of people sitting around for several years there feeling completely immobilized and hopeless, right? We understood. We got through COVID. And all that pent-up energy now is like, we're better when we're working for an important cause, an important reason. We're better as human beings when we're all working together for the common good, towards a common goal. And our common goal is we want to stay free. We want to stay free. We're taking back democracy and we won't be backing down. Where have you heard that before? I'm going to pull 3 cards about whether there are plans in place to deal with the plan that they have to do a coup. Kamala keeps giving the same speech. She needs to switch it up now. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they all do. They all give the same speech so that people... This is what... I'm not saying she's a fascist, but I am going to say that that's how fascism works, is you keep repeating the same thing over and over, and that's how fascism takes hold. Think of all the things that Trump has said over and over and over and over again. The Biden crime family, crooked Hillary, you know, all of it. Hunter Biden's laptop. That's how the message gets in. So I know, well, you don't have to listen to all of Kamala's speeches, but she is going to say the same thing every time. She'll probably switch it up some. Alright, so I'm going to pull 3 cards about plans being in place to deal with the impending coup. The coup that they have planned. Yeah, they'll add stuff to the speeches, but the main points that she says are not going to change. Okay. Hang on. Do they have plans in place for the planned coup? I mean, plans to deal with the planned coup. Do they have plans to deal with the planned coup? It does look like it. It looks like it's a lot of work. It's going to take it's going to be a lot of expense. I've always said that I see for the 2024 election, that time, I see the military engaged for protective reasons. No, I don't think Kamala named her running mate today. Plans are, yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. They have a lot to do. It's taken so much money and resources to protect our country from these people. How much security has had to be hired for all the judges and everything. But it does look like that they're looking at it seriously. I mean, these people are enemies of the United States working in our Congress. Telling people that anything that has anything to do with democracy is bad. It's unbelievable. He belongs in a jail cell. That is for damn sure. Okay, so you all know that I want Mark Kelly to be the VP. I'm noticing that others don't. And the reason that I want Mark Kelly to be VP is that he would work on gun reform. And to me, there's nothing more important than that. Besides national security, there's nothing more important than that we get these gun massacres under control. You love hearing the seagulls in the background? They're very noisy. They wake me up at the wee little hours in the morning. It's a good time of day to be up, actually. Betty's saying, I want someone young. What? How young do you want them to be? Because, I mean, we want them to have experience, right? Mark Kelly's anti-union. I'm not picking that up. I am not picking that up. I don't know where you got that. I mean, it might be right, but I'm not picking that up. Does Beto O'Rourke have a chance of becoming VP? No, I'm not seeing that. He's not on the list. Word is Kelly didn't pass the vetting. Yeah. Chinese spy balloon connections. Trying to keep my focus. I don't know what that is. Out of left field. Madam President sounds great. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. let's ask about our democracy staying intact. Kid, make me a sandwich, the dad says. Poof, you're a sandwich. Those are old jokes. I just wonder if am I the only one that wanted Kelly to be the pick because he would really, it would be real personal to get guns under control. I mean, I just feel like I'm the only one that feels that way because everyone's been bashing the whole idea. I mean, is it me? I'm the only one. And that's why. Let's pull 3 cards on that. Let's pull 3 cards on that. On that whole situation around Mark Kelly. I don't know. I think he was really in the running. I think he was really being highly considered. Yeah. Joanna agrees. Joanna's like the only person that agrees with me. I think he would be great. Oh, and Kathy's saying Kelly fit the best astrologically. Oh, okay. I felt like I was just being kind of like protested against there. Why, and there were many reasons I want Mark Kelly because he's got the military experience. He's an astronaut, and Gabby Giffords, got shot in the face, and he would be all in on doing something about guns. So, and here's the thing that concerns me is that I love Josh Shapiro. Josh Shapiro was the reason that I made one of my signs that said to celebrate the kind and loving and caring people, because he was giving poor kids lunches and breakfast at school. I love Shapiro. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with that. I feel like we need somebody who's got military, who's been in the military, and is strong like in that way. Shapiro talks just like Obama. There's nothing wrong with that either. I just kind of feel like, yeah, Shapiro, I'm on the fence about Shapiro. I like him where he is. I like him in Pennsylvania as governor. I mean, we had Mastriano. We dodged a bullet there. Maybe literally. So as far as Mark Kelly goes, I feel like he was really in the running. But somebody said something about fundraising, that he wouldn't be able to raise the funds that Shapiro would. Not that Shapiro has been chosen yet. I was all in for Mark Kelly. I kind of still am. Because of that, real strong, like real male strength. Okay. Yeah. Anyone who was in the military for, I don't know how long he was, but I want that. And I just hope that we're not in America, like if we never got to see these people in all full-on performance mode, if we didn't get to see these people and we just heard them like in the old days on the radio, right, then we'd have a whole different perception of who would be good for this country. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to read some tea leaves. And then we're going to go. In order to read the tea leaves, I need a saucer. Okay, we're going to read some tea leaves. Then we're going to go. In the next several days, we're going to see a lot of riffraff. the MAGAs are going to be in full force. Get ready, because the MAGAs are going to be full-on weird crazy. Weird crazy. Full-on weird crazy. What do you call a sheep that can sing and dance? Lady Baba. I like that. People are saying Mayor Pete. I still call him Mayor Pete. I don't even think he's in the running. I mean, I've not seen Mayor Pete in the running. We're going to see a lot of ugliness from MAGA. Get ready. They're going to be having a total fit. Looks like a Scorpio. Who looks like a Scorpio? Oh, you mean this? There's going to be a lot of, oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm not watching mainstream media. Yeah. There's going to be between now and Friday, it's going to be a total circus. Because the MAGAs are getting really upset. And they're just going to attack. Verbally. So it's going to be pretty awful. And I think that's because that the VP is going to be picked. The candidate's going to be chosen. And I just see it might be Shapiro. Because what I'm seeing is the anti-Semitism coming out, which is another concern that I have. Looks like a scorpion. Yeah, it does. So get ready, because this is telling me it's going to be Josh Shapiro, because the MAGAs are going to go crazy. The white supremacists are going to go crazy. Yeah, they're going to be very, very, very nasty, and it's going to come out with this VP pick. So get ready for that. And I see somebody running. There's a running man there. Thank you, Marby. Much appreciated. Yeah, there's a person running there. So this is Trump running scared. Before we go, let's ask if Trump is going to debate. I know last time around we were getting all kinds of crazy answers. I mean, it looked like he wouldn't, and he didn't really debate, right? But he showed up. So let's ask if he's showing up. Is Trump going to show up to a debate with Kamala Harris? So that either means it's not going to be a real debate, or he's not going to show up. Alright, and that's what I have for you tonight. Please book a reading, psychic.AnnetteDion.com, and please join us at Grassroots of Democracy, grassrootsofdemocracy.com. Thank you for showing up, and we'll see you soon. Namaste.